And wait, is that your leg in my thing? Move your leg. Okay.
This is a disaster.
It's like your whole leg in my shot. And I was like, what is that?
Okay, that's the cold open right there. And you're like, hold up. That's the cold open. All right.
Cool.
All right. And go. I'm going to say it. Have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad.
I'm naked. Hold on. We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth.
All right, everybody. We are recording this pre-Valentine's Day. Again, not because we...
Valentine's Day Eve.
Valentine's Day Eve. So I hope you're excited. Because we're not. It might be like your Christmas Eve. I don't know how you celebrate.
Yeah.
But us single sisters have been single for way too long to be
No,
celebrating.
you want to know
Valentine's
something sad? This this past weekend, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get me and Kellen some like Valentine stuff because, you know, we are single and don't have boyfriends and whatever. So I was like,
plan
oh,
to do this as well.
I'll get us some stuff. And then I looked at the price of all of it and I was like, nah, fuck that bitch. I'm not getting that shit.
No, the way I plan to do all of that shit too. I'm not playing. In the vlog today, I spoke about it.
No, literally, I went and I did the same thing in the vlog, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my my mom and Kellen and like all these women in my life, all this stuff." And I was like looking at the pricing, and I was like,
Love ya.
I'll get you
a text.
I'll get you a candy bar or some shit.
I'll send you a text, bitch. Like, no, fuck no.
Yeah.
Because the way I was like, in the vlog today, I was like, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna, I don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight, but like maybe tomorrow, like right before, like I can go to, before I would go to Emily's house, like I could go and like get a little something for her. And then I was like, bitch is a little broke. I was like, damn. I said, we ain't got no one else to love us. And I was like,
but we can't even love each other.
no, that's so true.
Yeah, no, because I was like going through Walmart this weekend because I'm gonna just advertise this everywhere because I needed to pop off. But I started a Poshmark account. This is like the 10th time I've talked about it. But I started a Poshmark because I was going through my closet to like organize and like, you know, do my like quarterly go through because it's like the weather's changing. I was looking through my sweatshirts and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I have been taking shit to Plato's for so long and they've just been scamming me and whatever. So I'm like, I'm going to try this Poshmark thing. My boss has done it and like sold a bunch of stuff and also bought a lot of stuff through it. So it's like, I know it's legit and like, I know like you actually get paid through it and whatever. So I started an account and I was, posting the stuff and I ended up selling something, but I was like, fuck, I don't have any boxes. So I went to Walmart to get like some boxes to ship out some stuff. And then I like walked straight through the Valentine stuff, perused it. And then I like turned shit over, looked at the price. I was like, oh, I'm just going to set you right back down. You're cute, but
not that cute,
not
honey.
that cute.
No, ma'am. I know.
It was like a bouquet of flowers at Walmart. So not even like a florist. From the Walmart flowers.
Like $30.
Dude, yeah, it was $18 for like 6, like it was like a half dozen roses.
Yeah, so
$18.
$40 for a dozen.
I was
probably.
shook because I was like, I know flowers are like kind of expensive, but like every time I buy flowers, I feel like they're not that expensive. And when I saw that, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Not only are eggs going up, but so is the romance. And it costs to be in love nowadays. Let me tell you.
But are you even in love if you're like buying all that bullshit for Valentine's Day? Because my thing is like,
I would hope I would get that. I would hope.
okay, but this is my thing. I'm not like anti-Valentine's Day. Don't get me wrong. I'm not anti-Valentine's Day. I think like also if like you're with somebody, like you want, like you still want them to do something for you.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be like a massive grand gesture. I don't need you to like plan dinner at like a 5-star restaurant. I don't need like crazy things like, But like just like little, hey, like I thought of you today is like still nice.
Yeah.
But I would rather you get me flowers on a random day because like you thought of me, not because society was like, it's the day you're supposed to show your love.
Hey, brother, of all the days of the year, this is the one.
Don't forget this one.
Don't forget.
No, but like a random Friday, you came home from work. You just
but
stopped
I
at
still
Kroger,
want them
like,
also on Valentine's Day.
No. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you own, like, I don't want it just because it's Valentine's Day.
You know what's something that people give on Valentine's Day that I will never understand is those giant ass stuffed animals.
Why?
Where they're like
$200 too. Like they're pretty expensive.
But they're like fucking 4 feet tall, and I'm like, yes, cute in the moment. What the fuck do you do with that after that?
It goes in storage.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. It's just like, it seems like one of those things where it's like, I love stuffed animals and like squishies and like stuff like that. But like, I would not want that.
No.
Like a human size. Also, the way that would like trip me up at night if I saw that like in the corner of my room.
No.
Like, I would think somebody was in my house.
I'd be in prison the way I would act. Like, bitch, no. Absolutely not. No, the only thing like, okay, so I will say my ex-boyfriend from high school, so taking it way back.
I was thinking about the other day. I was like, bro, we were in high school like 10 years.
I know, bro. Like a whole
like our
decade
10-year reunion is gonna be
soon.
Up.
I graduated in 15.
I was 16.
I have 3 years.
That's crazy.
Listen, okay, so but I'm saying it. What I'm getting to. Honestly, 10 years ago, I did have this boyfriend.
Back in the day.
So back in the day when I was in high school, he used to, because I love chocolate covered strawberries. Like that is one thing that I love. But I like, you never really make them and you never really get them except for like Valentine's Day because like they're not really accessible to buy.
Yeah.
Unless it's around Valentine's Day.
Unless you live by a Whole Foods.
True. But like I still feel like it's not like an accessible thing.
No,
like,
and they're very expensive.
Right. So, but he would make me chocolate covered strawberries every Valentine's Day. The whole 2 we were together.
Every single year.
Every single year. 2 years. But he would like make them for me and like I liked that better. Like because it's like you took the time and the effort and like you know that I liked them. But like that would be the gesture that I would appreciate more than like you buying a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, but also you aren't a flowers person.
No, I'm not.
So that's like another thing where it's like for me, like
I'm a food person.
Yeah, I love food and I love all that stuff, but I also like I love flowers. Like my dad sends me flowers on Valentine's Day, so like Roger, if you don't do that this year, like
no, my package is downstairs from my parents.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten shit, so we'll see.
No, I pulled up this morning from not this morning, reverse because I know the haters out there are gonna fucking whatever.
Kellen's on one today, y'all.
Listen.
Kellen is in her villain era.
Y'all got me fucked up.
No, it's so funny because I'm normally the bitch on the show. And like, I love wearing that hat and I love playing the villain because I think I play it very well.
You're better than me.
But like, you got it today.
Listen.
I'll be Little Miss Princess today.
It wasn't this morning. I can promise you that, bitch. I got back from the gym and that's when I fucking got this package. So get your fucking titties out of your... Get it untwisted, please, because I can't stand y'all. Anyway, I came home from the gym after I was done working, and there was a package on my front step, and it was my mom's handwriting, so I know it's for Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna open it tomorrow.
That's so cute.
Which is why I actually called her today to like let her know that I got it, because she'll get like weird about that, but I just wanted her to know that like I received it.
Yeah. Well, that's really sweet.
But so I'm excited to open it. Normally I get like a little Starbucks gift card, a thing of Dove dark chocolate. And
the Dove chocolates are so
I love
good.
them. I
love the little messages that they do on them.
Yeah, but they don't get like me the Valentine's Day one, so it's gonna be like lovey.
Yeah.
But you know what? Thought that counts. I'll eat them. And then normally they'll get me like a little something else, like normally something from like the $5 section in Target, whether it's like a little like thing for the house or like whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I get.
My dad normally will just send me a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
And they always come at and it's the nicest thing ever, but like delivery services just really know how to come at the worst times. Like I will be like out and they'll be like,
we're gonna be in the freezer tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Tomorrow I'm spending my Valentine's Day in the freezer at a food pantry for 4 hours.
But you're spreading your love.
I am. That's actually the theme of the event is spread the love this Valentine's Day.
Wow, I didn't know.
I even scheduled an Instagram post to say that.
You could say I was in marketing once.
You could say I've been around the block a few times when it comes to a holiday post. Speaking of holiday, I'm looking in the viewfinder of this camera right now, and I look like somebody's grandma in this shit. Like, it looks like a quilt, like, you know when grandmas, like, take naps?
And I look like a crazy cat lady. So I don't know what's better or worse.
I got, like, my glasses. I got this, like, patchwork blanket on right now. I just feel like somebody's, like, Nana.
And I have a cat who's hugging my arm. And I have cat hair all over me. So I don't know. We're winning this Valentine's Day season.
Yeah. Speaking of winning, how about that Super Bowl?
How about that Super Bowl?
How about those Kansas City Chiefs, baby? They
Woo,
won.
woo.
Go.
How about them Chiefs, baby?
Go
Okay, so
Chiefs.
listen. I did have the Super Bowl on only because like I was actually like editing and doing stuff, but because I couldn't give two actual fucks about football.
Yeah.
So I just had it on because I didn't want to miss the halftime show.
Yeah.
And like my sense of like time for football is not there. So I was, that's why
it's like the slowest sport until it's not, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. So that's why I just had it on so I didn't miss Riri. Okay. So I kind of developed a little crush.
Dude, you were so late to the game on every celebrity crush. I swear to God.
Listen,
the other day, she tells me, I know you're gonna like call me out for this, but I saw this picture of Giveon, and like, like he's actually like really hot, and I was like, bro, the girls have been saying it.
No, but it's not that I didn't know what Giveon looked like. It's not that I don't know Giveon songs. It's not that I didn't know that he wasn't even a person or a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that I saw this one picture and I was like,
that
damn.
did it for me.
Yeah.
That happened to me the other day with a Noah Beck video, and I was like, okay, I see why I see it.
See, you know what I'm saying? Like
it
wasn't that
it, like clicked.
Yes, and it's not like,
and it's not like you didn't think he was attractive. It was
right.
like you didn't get like the lure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And I know I didn't explain it correctly because I knew I was just going to get hate from you right off the motherfucking bat. That's why I was covering my bases.
And that's why I played the villain.
And that's why I played the princess. So, but anyway. So I set it up so that I didn't get the hate because I know how you work.
Yeah.
So I just already hated on myself. And then that way,
I sprinkled a little
and then
bit
that
more.
way you didn't have to.
Yeah,
because I already
it's okay.
knew it.
I know. I still made sure to.
So anyway, yes, I just saw one picture of Giveon where I said I would have his babies, but
sue me.
Sorry. Anyway, so I developed a crush during the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Okay, so the apparently
On Rihanna.
No, Rihanna's already hot as hell.
That's why I was wondering. Who?
Bitch, I ain't a lesbian, but I'd eat her coochie.
Okay,
Come on.
I thought you were talking about Rihanna.
No.
Who are you talking about?
No. Let me get there,
okay,
bitch.
I was confused. That's why I said, "Girl, we're doing this again," because I thought you were talking about Rihanna.
No, the way Rihanna is.
Okay, then I'm done shitting on you
sexy
because
as
I
hell.
thought you were talking about Rihanna this whole time.
Relax.
Oh, it's a man.
It's a man.
Wow, and it's a football man.
You said wow as in like I only like women.
No, I'm just saying like
I found
an
one.
athlete.
An athlete.
I wasn't expecting.
Yes.
That.
Okay. So this man, his name is Travis Kelce.
Oh my God,
Kellen,
this is even
worse. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, if you don't know. And listen, but the thing is, I don't pay attention to football at all.
Okay. Yeah.
I genuinely don't know. I know that a touchdown is 6 points, and after you get that, you get to kick a field goal for 2. That is all I know. One.
Yeah.
See, didn't even know.
Or you can do a 2-point conversion,
Okay.
but you have to run it in.
See, I knew there was a 2-point option. Didn't know how I didn't know how I get there.
Hey, the only reason I know a lot about football is because I have 2 brothers who played it.
No, the way I know nothing
Yeah.
about, like, I genuinely don't. Like, I grew up with a sister.
Yeah, mine was
And
not by choice. It was like forced knowledge.
No,
on
and
me.
a dad who like that was his time away from women.
Right. He's like, I don't want you to watch the game with me.
Right, and not that he was like, unless the Cowboys are playing. It's not like
Yeah.
he was like rude unless they were playing.
Yeah.
But I just never asked questions because I didn't really care.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna
Travis
fake it.
Kelce is a babe. Do you know his brother plays on the?
Yes, for the
Yeah.
Eagles. So that's why the only reason I started looking was because I was like, wait a second. I was like, I saw both the jerseys, so I was like,
Yeah, you're like confused.
I was like, what's going on here? This man's like 2-timing it. Like, how's he
Yeah.
doing? Playing defense and offense? Like, how's he doing it? Like, first time ever. No, so that's what got me into it. And then I was like,
Deep dive on Travis Kelce.
yes, that's what happened. And I was like,
No, Travis Kelce has like
damn.
the Jack Harlow effect on women, where it's like every girl, no matter who they're attracted to, is attracted to Travis
no,
Kelce.
I was like
He does not have like a one single demographic that likes him. Like he plays the whole field. He had
Yes.
a TV show called Catching Kelsey or something like that, and it was a dating show where he was like the guy who like the girls tried to date
How long ago was
him.
that? Because I did a deep dive on when he had his last girlfriend. I don't think they're together. I think they recently broke up.
It was like 2018.
Okay, I would say so. I would say so.
Like
Maybe he met her on there.
Maybe
he met her on there. But like his outfits, his swag,
he's so fly.
The way he wears his hair, like
the buzz.
Sexy as fuck. And then his
So
brother is like wilderness hot. Like
yeah,
not like he's still hot.
No, Travis,
not my traditional type.
Yeah, Travis is definitely like
what's his name, John or something? Who's the other one?
So it's like John or Mike or something like that. But like Travis is like the clean aesthetic, like football player, but like very like, you know,
like he's got swag.
He's gonna wear like a pressed suit.
Yeah.
But like Jason is definitely like the like hot, like burly, like big, strong, like I'll chop a tree down. Hot.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And I was just wet over both of them.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Mostly Travis because that's more my type.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was like, okay. And then also what kind of like got me, and
he's tall. That's interesting.
Yes, I know. See, thank you. Now you understand why I'm bringing this up. And you were hating it.
Dude, I thought you were talking about Rihanna because you said, you were like, I'm waiting for the halftime. And I developed a crush. And I was like, dude.
No, but I was saying because of me waiting for the halftime.
Right. You were actually like paying attention a bit.
Yeah.
No, he's fine.
No. Fine. Like tall. I didn't even care about the height.
The eyes.
The eyes. So this is also what, like, at times, I feel like this would be an unpopular opinion, but I felt like at times he looked like that one character from Euphoria. Like, the drug dealer.
Drug dealer?
Not Ashtray. Like, an Ashtray is a little boy. I know that, but I forget.
Fez.
Yes. No. Was it Fez?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I looked up his real name.
His name is Augustus Cloud.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And like not that
August? Or is it Augustus? Augustus Gloop. I was just thinking about Willy Wonka when he gets
a great big needy. Anywho,
I mean, kind of, because it's like that same vibe where he has like the white boy swag, the shaved head, the like ginger undertones.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't think like, not like dead giveaway did he look like that, but there was like times and I was like,
Angus Cloud. That's what his name is, not Augustus.
He's beef instead.
It came to me way late. The meds are out of my system.
No, so yeah, that was it was a good time for me last night.
Yeah, he's hot.
Yeah, he's
for sure.
But so then anyway, then this brings us to the Rihanna performance.
Yeah, which first of all, if you hated on this, go fucking kick rocks, because
also the amount of people that were like, commenting on her body, disgusting.
No, the amount of people that were like, honestly, like it was underwhelming. Like she didn't dance enough. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. I was like, first of all,
she's pregnant.
But not even that. It's like so clear that these people know nothing about art and know nothing about performance, and like they just don't get it, and they don't understand that like there was literally over 100 backup dancers.
Yeah.
Organization of that caliber for something that they've probably only been practicing for like, I don't know, 25 weeks or something like that is insane. Second, she's not a fucking dancer. She's a singer. So why they expect her to get up there and be popping her pussy like it's like a dance routine?
But I don't think she's ever done that.
She hasn't. Her performances have never centered around dancing from herself. It's always been background dancers.
This is where I think that people are like misconstrued on this whole thing of what was going to happen, because I feel like a lot of people who like aren't as knowledgeable about music, because it's not like I am, but I'm just like saying in general, essentially compare her to like a Beyonce who goes crazy.
Yes, and J-Lo and like
that's
all
what I'm
of these
saying.
people, and Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. It's like she's not them. She's never been a dancer / singer. She's always just been a singer. But that's where I
feel like people's heads were at. Like, it was gonna be like a Beyonce performance where she fucking gets it down and sings. Like, no, Rihanna's a singer.
Yeah, and she's always been like that. And like, it was so weird when I saw all of these people like hating on it, and they're like, I mean, yeah, it was great and blah blah blah, but she could have moved her body a little bit more. And I was literally like, first of all, you go do that, Sharon from Missouri. Like, shut up. Number two, the whole entire performance was dancing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it was literally, if you want to watch some dancing, watch all the people in the white. They were dancing for 15 minutes straight. Like, what do you mean it wasn't dancing? Number two, what pissed me off is when people were like, talking about her body. Like, if she was pregnant or if she wasn't pregnant, doesn't matter.
Mhm.
The amount of people that were like, what's she wearing? She's looking weird. Like, da-da-da-da. I was like, can we just not?
What I want to say is that's one hell of a baby announcement.
Oh, my God.
Mine will never compare.
When I saw that deep dive that I sent you that
Yeah.
girl did, basically shitting on the New York Times article, who was like, the New York Times basically said the same thing that we just said about all those people being like, it was underwhelming performance, blah, blah, blah. And the girl was like,
Well, the New York Times, and they said that there was no, what do they say? That there was no like message conveyed, or like they were saying that there was no like,
there's no like wow factor.
there was no like theatrical like something. Like
they said
they didn't understand the concept of what she was doing.
Yeah, and then this girl was like, actually, you bozo dum-dums, here is what the story was. And when she said it, and I went back and I rewatched it, I was like, oh my God. So essentially the whole thing was just like the whole thing was centered around the fact that it was like a pregnancy announcement, basically.
Yeah, literally.
And so like her herself represented like her uterus or ovaries or whatever, and all the white people were the fucking sperm. And so like it was actually like a really amazing story, like the way it was told, and even like the movements that they were doing was so like anatomically like accurate, and like also all of the songs, the way that they were ordered, and the story of like her being like this badass bitch and like whatever. And then you could tell where it was like the point where she meets Rocky and like falls in love, and then like they have their first kid and like blah 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 blah, and now it's like now she's back and like here's baby number 2.
Yeah, and like I'm still in love, and then he's like still my guy.
Yeah, and like when then she was like by herself for the whole last song, like it was just cool. And like when I see all these people hating, I'm like, people just find anything to be mad about.
No, for real. And also like watching it, I will say like in the moment, I definitely didn't see it that way, to be honest. But I knew that this bitch was pregnant. Like, come on now. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
And like also like the way she was like moving, she wasn't moving in a way that like you could being pregnant. Like go up there. I don't care who you are. I just feel like if you're pregnant, especially at the stage that she was pregnant at, like go up there and try to do that. Also, you can't.
Also, like the fact that she was even singing,
doing that in heels, walking around on a platform in the sky, pregnant.
Yeah. Did you see that one dancer who was like, when they were like up on the thing, she like falls and like catches herself and like stands back up.
I
and,
didn't
like,
see
keeps
that.
Dancing.
I didn't see that. But I did see one of the performers posted a TikTok, and it was like at her outside the Super Bowl, like wearing her like get up, and she's like, when I thought I signed up for this and I was gonna be in like hot sexy Fenty lingerie and I look like a sperm.
Yeah.
I was like, that was good.
Yeah.
She said, but instead I'm a fluffy sperm.
I know people were like calling like the Marshmallow Gang or like the Michelin Tire guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought she killed it, and then everybody also being like, why didn't she bring anybody else out? Like she didn't bring anybody
story.
out. But also like it was never advertised that she was going to bring anybody out. It was literally called the Rihanna Apple Music halftime performance. Last year it was called the fucking Mary J. Blige, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar.
But
like,
I will say,
they said all of the people.
But what
who
I
were
will
be
say
there.
is like traditionally in a halftime performance, there are multiple people, whether they're announced or not.
But they're always, it's never just advertised as one person if it's only going to be one person. You know what I mean? It's like the halftime show.
True.
You know,
true.
like
But
this was like just branded her name.
Yeah, I understand that, but I also feel like I'm seeing it from like people being like, it's not normally just one person. Because they normally like, if it's the Jonas Brothers, they're like the Jonas Brothers, like they're headlining it, so that's what they're like really pushing.
Yeah.
But like the Jonas Brothers are also bringing out like Miley Cyrus or whatever it would be like. Probably not Demi Lovato, but maybe. You know, they had a Camp Rock history together.
Yeah.
So you never know, and I feel like that's maybe what people were thinking.
Yeah.
Just even though it wasn't even advertised that way, I just think it was like, well, it's a Super Bowl performance. It's not just going to be Rihanna.
Yeah.
But also seeing the things of like ASAP watching her.
Dude.
That is a Valentine's Day gift in itself.
And it's like, I know it's like, yeah, you should obviously feel that way about your partner and like whatever, but it is pretty rare that we see like celebrity men acting like that. So I think that it was just like refreshing to see that, especially after like all this fucking Adam Levine bullshit and like everything that we've been seeing was just like toxic partners. So to see somebody who like looks like they're truly like obsessed with their person is like, it's nice.
He was just like in awe of her and what she was doing. And I also think like, not to say that it's like whatever, but like they have a history together.
Yeah.
And not necessarily like the cleanest, not sticky
Right.
history. But then to like see that like come together, I feel like was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Like,
also, I will say, like, the fact that she's pregnant again is just like proof of her like fertility or whatever. So the fact that she's gone this long without being pregnant yet is just further proof of how much of like a badass she is, and like being like, no, like, I'm gonna be on birth control, or you're gonna use a condom, like whatever. Like, it's just like proof, because so many people like have kids like with random people, I feel like celebrity wise, like early on. And like the fact that she's like no, and then has like 2 back to back with Rocky, and I'm like, she really chose. She chose who the dad was.
Yeah. And also, but like, good for her. Like, she waited till she.
No, that's
like,
what I'm saying. Like,
loved somebody and wanted to.
It wasn't
like,
Drake's
be the
baby
mother
or
to the kids.
whatever.
Like, right.
Yeah.
And also being Rihanna, she could have had kids with anybody.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like anybody.
Yeah.
So
So
she chose ASAP.
yeah. So hopefully he's a good dad. I don't know. I don't really know anything about him.
No, because honestly, I feel like now, like, they're in the era where they just like want to be alone in their family, and like they
Yeah.
really only show the public what like they want to show.
Yeah, exactly.
And as you should.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have to show every bit and piece of your life, even though that's what we want and we crave
Yeah.
it. But also, I feel like that's why we have, like, the respect for Rihanna, because I feel like she's always been, like, a more private person. Like, to be fair, like, growing up, I feel like I didn't really know a whole lot about, like, her in media besides, like, music and stuff, except for, like, the Chris Brown shit.
I think she's just very smart. Like, I think
Yeah.
like she's one of those women who is like just such a business first type person. Like, and you can see that with, like, with all of her brands and how involved that she is with her brands. And like, I feel like a lot of celebrities who like go from like their career and then they like start launching a brand or whatever, they aren't really involved. And I feel like 2 people who do a really good job of this are Rihanna and then Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Like, they are so heavily involved in like the products that they're putting out there and like their branding and their messaging, whether it's modeling
Not Tana
it or
Mojo?
no.
What about her Dizzy Wine?
Like, that was a flop. And like, I'm trying to think,
being
like,
a bitch.
but even I'm thinking like Kim Kardashian with her lines.
like Skims.
Like, she's involved in it, but she is not doing what these, like, the fact that Rihanna goes to these influencer events and like meets them, and Selena Gomez like does the same thing, is just like, that is so cool, and just proof that they care about who's repping their brand. And
Yeah.
like, they care so much about like the image and everything, where it's like, you would never see Kim Kardashian hosting a fucking Skims event with people and like actually being there and like meeting them and like stuff like that.
yeah, like,
you know what
to
I mean?
peasants like us.
Exactly. There's definitely just like that like, I don't know. I think that also is just further proof that like she's just very mature and also like knows what she wants out of her image and her brand.
So I'm
and
not gonna
everything.
lie, which is just funny, and it's same but different.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Rihanna and I think all those things. Like, she's a badass girl.
Exactly.
Like, I can't, like, honestly, I love Rihanna. I feel like I have nothing bad to say about her. Like, I wish and hope to be like that bitch one day. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like she's just like
Like an icon.
a fucking queen.
Yeah.
At everything she does. Like, I honestly love her. But then somebody who has similar attributes, being Taylor Swift, I fucking hate the bitch.
Yeah.
I hate her. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like the aura that she gives off, but like, something that I hate about Taylor Swift is that you don't know anything about her except for the shit that she talks in her music. But you don't know anything about her outside of the
She's not a
break-up
yeah.
albums.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then also, like, I say that about her, but then Rihanna is kind of the same. Like, you don't really know about her and her life.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she shows you the little glimmers that, like, she wants to show as well as Taylor Swift. But, like, I don't know. I just look at it so differently.
Yeah. I think also though, like, I think Rihanna's like story is much more like inspirational, or like inspirational in the sense that it's like, she was a girl from the Barbados who lived in poverty, and like she had like the true American like dream story, like come up from nothing, a person of color from a different like region of the world, coming into this world where it's like everything is against you as a woman and also being a minority. And then not only did you like make a successful music career, but you also made like multiple brands outside of that. And like, she's one of the most successful people on social media too. Like, her social media following is insane.
I mean,
Where it's
even
like,
Fenty is like,
yeah,
ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
I've actually never heard one bad thing about Fenty, to be completely honest with you. Like, all of her brands is just like,
and she's very inclusive in everything that she does. And I think that's where people like a Taylor Swift or a Kim Kardashian or all these other people, it's like they have the platform and they have the voice and they have the audience to do a lot of good. And yes, they do a lot of good with it, but they also have dropped the ball a lot with that opportunity. And I think Rihanna has, whether she has or hasn't dropped the ball a lot, it's not out there in the public the way that it is with a person like Taylor Swift or Kim Kardashian or all these other people.
When she comes to the table, she comes correct.
Exactly, like because I think she is so involved in what she like. She knows all the moves that are being made. It's not like she just sits at the top and like the information slowly gets to her.
Yeah, I feel like
I think a Kim Kardashian, it's more of like her team's doing it. Yes, she's involved, but like, is she the person like signing the checks at the end of the day and watching what happens to everything?
Well,
I don't think so.
she's the yes or no person. She is the ultimate say, but she's not coming up. I feel like she's not necessarily coming up with every concept at this point for Skims.
Yeah.
There's a point where there's a team in place.
Yeah. I mean, think of all the other like brands that they've done that have just fucking flopped. You know what I mean?
So
like
many.
Kim and Chloe, and honestly, like right now, like what the fuck is Courtney doing with this like ASMR thing that she's doing for her like wellness gummies or something? Like, I don't know. It's just like all of
honestly,
these things,
I feel like
such a money grab. Everything they do just feels like a money grab.
I feel like I never know what Courtney's doing. I feel like she lives on a whole other planet.
I see her kid more than I see her, honestly,
like,
just because of TikTok.
Oh yeah, Penelope.
Yeah.
She be on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mason still can't have one though. That's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely agree to that. I don't know. I thought the performance was amazing. And now, like, fully understanding it, it's, like, actually extremely beautiful.
Yeah.
And if I ever get pregnant, that is how I'm going to announce it to the world.
So the girl who choreographed it is actually, like, this insane choreographer who she choreographed Beyonce's Super Bowl routine like 2 years ago or whatever, when she did it with like not Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars. They did like a big thing together. And she like started her career. She literally dropped out of high school when she was 15 and like was like, I want to like own a dance studio and like be a professional dancer, blah, blah, blah.
I love to hear that.
Yeah. And so
especially in this economy.
Yeah. So she was in like, she's from Australia, and then she started a dance crew, and like one of the teams on their dance crew is like the royal family, which you've probably seen videos for. Like it's like one of their videos has like 22.5 million views, or no, 225 million views on YouTube. And it's that it's like a Rihanna compilation. And so that's like how she like really got really famous. And like she's been choreographing for Rihanna for years, but she's like the one who actually choreographed this routine. And like just the fact that she's just now turned 31 and has done so much with her career with that is just like, that's also just such a cool story.
Don't let anyone tell you no.
Exactly.
Go with your passion.
Like this girl dropped out of high school at 15.
Yes, do what you
and
love.
And choreographed for so many people. Justin Bieber, Cardi B.
And you know how many no's she probably got? You know when people told her she was
oh my God. Exactly.
Probably
a lot of people.
An inspiration. We love that.
Yeah. So
we love that around here. No, because I don't know. I thought it was cool. There was one point when like, I forget what song they were singing, but like Rihanna was like standing there like kind of just like grinding in the air, and like the dancers were like back, and like the one that was like right in front of her, this like guy, I was like, he is living his best life right now.
It was when they were singing Work. They were like, work,
yeah. And I was like, this guy has never thought in his life that he would be standing in front of Rihanna.
Could you imagine
doing that?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
that night, like that was his Super Bowl, was doing that to Rihanna.
Yeah.
Because
it's just so cool.
That is fucking insane. I literally, when I saw that, and I said, he has never had a better time in his life than he is in that moment.
Yeah, literally.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I would do that to Rihanna. And I can dance.
Yeah. Kellen gets cast for the Super Bowl. Could you imagine? That would be so sick.
If I could dance.
Yeah.
That'd be the crazier part.
Yeah.
I can't dance.
You just do like, they like hire you to like swim laps. They like bring a pool out, and they're like, tonight's performer, Kellen Redkay,
I am
100-meter free.
No, I was the guy who got to upper and lower the stage.
Yeah.
Like,
you're like part of the pit crew, like bring the stage out.
Yeah, like that was me. That's what I got hired for. I did not get hired to dance.
It's a big strong girl.
I said, "Oh, CrossFit girl."
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna lower and upper the stage for Rihanna. So don't drop it now. It's like belaying and like
Yeah. Oh, rock climbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even get to be the rock climber. You're the guy who holds the
yeah,
ropes
I'm the
at the bottom.
belayer of her stage. Don't fuck up. That's what I got casted for. No, but I don't know. What else we talk about?
What else did we do this weekend? Backtrack a day. So now think about Saturday. We actually went out Saturday night for the first time in
A long time.
when even was the last time that we went out? The last time I went out was that work event that I rest in peace to my thumb.
Halloween.
I think so.
That's it. That's all I can think of.
I think that is.
Which
the
I know
last
makes
time.
it sound really lame, but again, all we do is work.
Yeah.
So.
Wag, 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 wag.
Okay, Rihanna. Rihanna's in the studio.
Wait, whoa, where did she
Riri,
go?
where are
Yeah.
you?
No, but we went out and we went to this it was like a pop-up bar and it was called Drink 182, play on words of the famous band Blink 182.
Ever heard of them?
You might know the lead drummer as Kourtney Kardashian's husband. New husband.
That's her only husband she's ever had.
Oh, that's your man. That's crazy. I always forget that her and Scott never got married.
She refused.
Yeah.
And that's another bitch who's just like knows what she wants, knows what she deserves. I'll give it to her on that.
Yeah. I mean, I will give it to her on that, but at the same time, it's like he should have been kicked to the curb well before.
Yeah.
The first before Mason.
Yes.
Especially back in the day, he was shit.
Oh, he was way worse back in the day.
Yeah,
I
when
think
he
at
was like a raging
some point
alcoholic.
you start to grow out of it, I
Yeah.
guess, and he wanted to grow, so he did a little
Also,
bit.
before he had his veneers and he had buck teeth, I was like, "You're gonna let a buck tooth bitch talk to you like that?"
But
Absolutely
also,
not.
that's the thing though. They were in a cycle
Yeah,
of
totally.
manipulation and toxicity, and that's hard to break.
Yeah,
That's really hard to break. So
I can't imagine with cameras in your face and shit.
No, and
where the producers play into the drama.
yeah, you know what I mean. I feel like
Yeah.
there's also so much, and you can't blame her because you never know the
No.
situation that was actually happening behind closed doors and when the cameras are off, and that's what's hard. So I feel people want to come at her and that she stayed in it for too long, but until you're in stuff like that,
Yeah.
you don't know.
No, definitely not.
So anyway,
Yeah, so we went to this bar and it was emo pop punk 2000s music themed. Essentially it looked like if you went into somebody's if somebody's parents were the cool parents back in high school, it was if their garage got converted into a themed party for the night. That's what the vibes were.
yeah. So we saw it on a TikTok, and Emily sent it to me, and it was this girl, but
Not gonna lie, the girl hyped it up a little too much.
that girl made it look real good.
I thought
for
it was
her,
gonna be
to not have her $10 cover. Let's be fucking for real.
And because honestly, the way she hyped it up, she was we're here on a Wednesday night and it wasn't very crowded, but then at one point it just got lit and everybody was there and dancing and singing, and we got there on the Saturday at prime time, and yeah, there was people there, but nobody was dancing or singing. Let me
it
tell
was
you.
definitely all those people that went out that night. That was their pregame.
Yeah.
Where a Wednesday night, that is the place.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
guess
that
that's
makes more
true.
sense. But it was cool. It was fun. I'm
It was
happy
a
that
cool
we did
vibe.
it. I'm happy that we did it.
Yeah.
But it definitely was underwhelming.
Yeah, it was underwhelming, but I will say that was the first time I've gone out sober. And that was I think that was a good toe in the water of that.
Definitely.
Because I didn't feel, because people weren't being drunk and dancing and singing, I didn't feel the need to do that.
Yeah. I only had 2 drinks the whole night.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had a drink before we went, I left Emily's house, and then I had 1 drink at the bar, and then mocktails we had after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we weren't drunk. We were
Yeah.
at home by 12.
It was kind of amazing.
In bed by 11:30. I ate a couple Oreos and passed the fuck out.
I came home and ate more rotisserie chicken. Oh my God, we got Costco memberships this weekend.
Well, Emily got a Costco membership. They wouldn't let me go on it.
Yeah. But we used my Costco card for both of us this
Yeah,
weekend.
that was fun.
Yeah, it was the first time we went to Costco, so if you want to check that out.
That was fun. So
That was
we
on the vlog.
Yeah, so we went to Costco. Then we went to the Blink 182 thing. And then on Sunday, I did a Valentine's Day brunch with some friends that I haven't seen in a while. And it was nice. Like I actually like when you see that vlog, like I was kind of like doing my makeup and explaining like it's like nice to like have friends too where like they care about my life, I care about their life, but like I don't have to be with them all the time. Like we don't talk all the time.
I was
like,
about to say it's nice to catch up with people that you're not in constant contact with, because
yes,
it's like not that we don't have stuff to talk about, but like at some point it's like oh yeah, wait, I texted you that 4 hours ago, you already know.
yeah, exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's like though like it was just nice to like catch up. I haven't seen them in a little bit. Like randomly, like we'll get sushi together or get our nails done together, just like randomly, and we talk like here and there, but we're not like the friends that are constantly talking, because like they all have their own best friends, I have my own best friends, but then we come together and we're friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was actually like really nice, and it's always like nice to have a group of friends like that as well, because like at the end of the day, like they also want the best for me, I want the best for them. Like we have a good time together, we can like laugh when we have common interests, but like we aren't the best of friends. But I think that that's what's like kind of cool.
Yeah.
And no one's like excluded in the group. No one feels like.
I was about to say, it's like almost because you guys aren't as close as can be, there is no like hard feelings about anything. Because like y'all are all just cool. Like
there's definitely
like,
people that are closer than others in the group.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But it's never like a weird thing at all. So I don't know. It was really nice to like go out and do that. We went to Hampton Social, which is the most basic place you could go.
Which,
in
okay,
Nashville.
if you ever are like, we said it in like 2 videos ago. Basically, it was like somebody asked us like, where should you eat in Nashville? And we listed a bunch of places.
It was our Q&A.
Yeah. Don't go to
video.
this place. This is like the most Instagrammable thing that you're gonna see, but the food is not. Like, go to take the photo and leave. Like, you don't
because you can walk in the door and take the photo right there, because it's literally right when you walk in the door.
Yeah.
That's where everyone gets their pictures. The couch is also right there that everyone takes their pictures on. It was cool. I've never actually been there. I was only at the one next to it. Liberty Commons.
Liberty Commons. I've never been there.
No, I've been to Liberty Commons.
Is it the same people who own it?
I do think so, but Liberty Commons isn't as like girly pop whatever. It
No,
still is.
yeah.
It still has like its own vibe. The food is definitely better there.
Mm.
But our bills, so I ended up splitting one food item. I got one espresso martini and had.
That's got to be illegal, right? To only have one espresso martini.
It was trash.
I know, but I'm just saying.
It
like,
was so bad. I literally like sipped on that thing the entire time I was there, which was about, it ended up being like an hour and a half, 2 hours, because our waitress was also trash.
Yeah.
Like she was so bad. Like the one girl ended up going and like, bitch, where were you?
Yeah.
We got our food. She never came over to the table. And then one of the food items didn't come out. So me and this one girl were sharing food, because we both like saw 2 things we both wanted, and we were like, might as well. And so we're going to split it. Only one of our food items came out. The lady never came back. It took 45 minutes before we could tell her, and we got food again.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
Yeah, and
She was
also
just
like
trash.
what's so frustrating about places like that is it's like the hype is so big, and then you go and you're let down, and then to top it off, it's like fucking expensive as shit. So it's not even like, okay, it was a bad experience, but at least it wasn't like expensive. It's like, no, like you're spending at least $50 for like breakfast.
No, because the way that then she comped the food item that it took 45 minutes for us to receive. So then we only had to split one of the food items and my one drink, and then we got this like big seashell for the table. It had like a drink in it, like big straws in it. It was cool, but it was still like $7 a person, and then with tax and tip, I ended up spending $55.
Right. That's insane.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Because I paid for a half of a food item
And
1.5 drinks.
Yeah, 1.5 drinks.
And my bill was $55.
Yeah.
For the most subpar experience I've ever had.
I mean, there's a lot of good food in Nashville, but there's a lot of shitty recommendations on the internet.
No, because it's touristy, because it's a cool aesthetic to go to. So then the world thinks that that's where you're supposed to fucking go.
Yeah.
No, we actually, on our Q&A that we did a couple weeks ago on our YouTube channel, I believe it's either under the vlog playlist or I put it under the guide playlist. So those are 2 options there. I think I did it under the guide because it was more like
I'll just link it in the show notes of this show too.
Well, we have a whole thing there of like things that Emily and I both love, and that was just like off the dome, bitch. We could go more in depth.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know, there's so many really good places, but then there's like places like that like don't do Nashville justice for food.
Yeah. Just trash.
Yeah, so that was our weekend. It was like interesting because like I drank 2 nights in a row or 2 days in a row, and I felt it today. I went and worked out, and I vlogged me leaving the gym. I could not breathe.
Really?
I could not, like, I just like drinking this weekend, not eating the best, like going to the gym. Then like I haven't done that in so long.
Yeah.
Because like,
yeah, I guess we just never go out.
no, we don't do that. So like I felt the consequences of my actions today at the gym. Like it hurt.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
That's what me the whole time. I literally was like, I got time capped. And this is what I talk about in the vlog. And like, again, this whole experience of me like getting my shoulder done and like really losing like how athletic or like how fit I was is a very humbling experience now. So like I'm at a point where like I can do things overhead 10, 15 pound max. Like I can't do a lot, and it's very like controlled movements. I can't just like fling shit around. So today was the first time that I did a barbell finisher, which is like a Metcon or whatever. And since I've come back, previous to this, I would do the women's RX weight, which is in CrossFit terms, that's just like the elite, like the top athletes are doing this weight. So for this workout, it would have been 95 pounds. Okay, that would have been the weight that I could have just flung around like it was. Right. They were chopsticks, like a couple months ago. I did 65 pounds. I got time capped and I was huffing and puffing the whole time. I literally the whole time I was like, this is awful. This is shit. This is terrible. And like the coach was standing in front of me and he was like, or like the trainer was standing in front of me and he was like, keep going. And I was like,
you're like, I will die.
I was like, I know that you're used to me just like not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
But if I give a fuck, if I just, no. I said, I will fall over.
Yeah.
I said, this isn't good.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was a very humbling experience. I got time capped, didn't even get through all of it. And I didn't even do the weight in which I like used to be able to do. I also understand that. Like that's not going to happen. But I was like, at least I thought I could get through all of it.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So now I just feel like not very good about myself. Which you shouldn't find your worth in that. But I was like, damn, like I knew I put on a couple lbs in this process, but I didn't realize it was that bad.
I mean, you haven't been working out like that though in like months, so you can't be like,
this past month I would say I've been like on and off to the gym like 3 to 4 times a week, but I was working out like that every day.
I was about to say that's nothing compared to like yeah, that's a lot for like an average person, but the way that you were in the gym like 6 days a week before is just like, yeah, you got to give yourself grace on that.
And I would also go like on a Saturday or a Sunday would be like my rest day, but it was like I did like active recovery. Like I didn't actually like, I just didn't lift weight. I still did like Pilates, yoga, like went for walks, like whatever. Yeah, no. And I keep thinking about that. And me and my friend who go to like I talked to at the gym, we were like, wow, last year at this time we were like in it. And now both of us are just like,
honestly though, like I feel like that comes in waves with like fitness, because that's how I was like with working out. Like I was like so obsessed with like lifting, and then like I hit a wall where I was like, I don't like this anymore. Like I'm not having fun. I'm not motivated. Every time I'm here feels like a chore. Like I don't like it. And that's when I just like pivoted to running. And I feel like your like, not pivot, but like your like break of that was the surgery. And so now it's like I feel like it's like slowly refinding that love, but like it definitely takes a minute, because like for me, like even going back to like lifting, adding that into my routine like 2 times a week, I've recently like started doing that more, and like I'm actually liking it now. Whereas before I was like, I'm not having fun.
The thing is, it was like I still crave going to the gym. Like I want to be there, I want to do it. But the way I'm getting destroyed there is like, and like, I guess it's hard for me too. And like, I actually talk about it. It'll come out next week's vlog. Or so this upcoming week for you guys. I like actually have a conversation about like how it is really hard. I think more, not because like I don't want to be there. I don't want to be doing those things, because I'm going, and I absolutely love the way that I work out. Yeah. But it's just really hard to give myself grace, and I have to remind myself that like I'm not that the way that I was like pre-surgery. And like it's really hard though, because
you were training to be in a fucking like athletic competition.
Right.
Like, it's just a different level of like where
like,
you were.
This like last week they did like wall walks, which is where you put your feet, so your stomach is on the ground, but your feet are on the wall, and you walk up the wall into a handstand, and then you walk back down, you do a push-up, walk back up the wall, okay?
Yeah.
I love those. I absolutely love those. Anything handstands or like inverted, I love. And then like my alternative that I got to do was push-ups on the bench because I can't do anything else. And I was like, it's like that's the shit that like sucks. It's like, damn, like that's the stuff that like I love to do and like makes me want to go do it. And then it's also like at the same time, it was an arm day. I can't really do much for arms.
Yeah.
So it's like I really didn't feel like I got to work out, even though I did, because my like
your heart rate was up. You were moving.
Yeah, I'm also like my shoulders and like arms can't handle like I can't just go back to the weight that I was. But it's like the ability to give yourself grace in those moments is like it's fucking tough.
It's so hard.
It's tough.
I mean, that's how I've been with like running and like this whole foot issue, and like it's just been taking a toll. It's like so much more on your mental than it is like your body. Like, yeah, like it hurts my foot and whatever, but like the way that it just discourages me like in my brain, and like my brain then tells my body that it hurts a lot more than it does, or that I'm more tired than I am because I'm just like done and I'm pissed. Like it's so crazy how much is tied to your fucking like mental everything in life. Like, but like the gym especially is one of those things where it's like whether you're brand new to the gym or you've been doing it for fucking 15 years, it's still like hard when it comes to like that mental hill you have to get over to just like do it.
It's hard. And like actually a lot of like you guys ask us about this because like you know that Emily's training for a marathon, you know that I work out and like all that kind of stuff. And like I've gotten like DMs recently on like our Instagram like asking about that and like how we like manage it. And it's like truly giving yourself grace.
It's
like
so hard.
And it's
hard to do when you're an athletic person or when you're a competitive person or when you're like, I don't know, like for you and I, like athletics has always been part of our lives. Me, not in this facet and not in what this is, but I've always been an athletic person. And so also I am very much like hard on myself when I'm not good at something because like this is such like, I'm not trying to sound like cocky or whatever, but I'm always good at the stuff that I do because I don't pick things that I'm not good at to do. But it's like when I'm bad at something, it's so hard for me because it's like I don't ever put myself in a position to be bad at something because then I just won't do that thing. You know what I mean? So like for me, like I'm never gonna go out of my way to like go learn how to play tennis because I'm bad. I know I'm bad at tennis, like, and that's just gonna piss me off and I'm never gonna like it. Same way with golf. I'm the same way with like anything like those kind of sports I was horrible at, but I was good at dancing and I was good at, you know, like cardiovascular stuff.
Anything with the arts is
I'm
like
a very creative person, but like when I was doing fucking accounting and I made a C, I would get so mad and so pissed off. But like when it comes to running, I can do it because I have the cardiovascular strength to do it because of dancing for so many years, but I do not have the tools that a lot of people have with the form and the training and all this stuff. So it is so fucking frustrating because I'm not good at it. And it's like I've had to just accept the fact that it's like, well, it's too late. You signed up for it. You gotta be bad because you're gonna be bad at shit for a really long time until you're good at it. And I have that on a sticky note on my fucking mirror on my desk because it's so true. Like, you can't be good at everything, but I think specifically athletics, that's one of the most frustrating things ever is like either when you can't do something good or you just can't do it at all for like health reasons or something.
And like like I've always been athletic, like sports athletic. Like that's I've always been like I always felt comfortable in that area. Like I've never, because
you're good at it.
And I always like I always loved swimming. And it definitely wasn't more of a challenge to me because I like now knowing I'm not as like cardio based of a person that I like, but I just enjoyed it. Like I just genuinely loved it. I wasn't bad at it. I wasn't amazing at it.
But you were like, I'm good enough to like to get recognition and to not be the worst person out there.
Exactly. And like also there was times too like I just didn't care how I swam. I didn't care. Like honestly, until I was a senior in high school, I didn't know my times. I didn't know my times. I didn't care about my times. Like I could have cared less. Like I just enjoyed being there.
Yeah, you just had fun.
And that was like the biggest thing for me. But then it's like funny because I always excelled in the weight room, like lifting and all of that. And like it never like when I went to college and we would do CrossFit, that was like our land training. I loved it. And then when I like kind of found it again outside, I was like, damn, like I'm actually good at this. Like,
Right.
this is what I'm good at.
Yeah.
Like, so then like as I started training for it, it was just like, oh, this is easy. I love it. And I craved it all of the time. So then like, yeah, to now be like bad at it essentially is like,
No, it's so
what
true.
the fuck? And like, I will say it is very frustrating to do things that I'm bad at. I'm not creative in the sense of like where you're creative. Like I cannot paint. I cannot draw. And when I was in college, I signed up for an art class because legit, like a painting art class, because they told me I had to take like some sort of like art,
Like fine art, yeah.
So I signed up for one.
I took a music history
No,
class.
because
that was the worst thing ever.
No, because the way that it was art one, like painting one, and they made it sound like every other fucking bitch was just gonna be there, and like it was an easy A. I got an A because the professor felt bad for me.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. Like I had this bitch one time help me do something. So
No,
I was
because I
like,
was gonna say, like, even art in high school, like the people who take art in high school are like really good at art. So I
Yes.
can't imagine the people in
no.
college.
So that was the most frustrating thing, because I'd actually go on like a Saturday and try to be good. I tried to be good and I just wasn't.
Yeah.
And that is hard. Like
it is hard.
It's hard. But I don't know. I just kind of felt like it was important to like also kind of tell you guys, because like a lot of people do reach out about this stuff with us, and like
And I think the way that the world positions fitness and athletics is very much like, it's always fun, and like you just find your love for it, and you just do it and you love it, and you wake up every day and you're so
and if
thankful.
you do this, it'll be easy, and you'll be skinny, and you'll be blah, blah, blah,
exactly.
blah.
And
Yeah.
it's just bullshit. And like some days fucking suck. Like sometimes I'll be in the middle of a run and I just like start crying because I'm like, this sucks. My body's not working the way I want it to. My brain's not doing the thing I wanted to. I didn't eat enough beforehand, or I drank too much water and now I'm cramping,
Right.
and whatever. And I just get pissed the fuck
I will
off.
tell you, there's like a statistic where it's like 87% of the time, like you will not want to do something. You won't want to go to work. You're not going to want to run or go to the gym or eat the healthy option.
Yeah.
But like when you do those things consistently, it makes up for it when it's fun for like the other 12% of the time. Because like when you're at your marathon, yeah, it's going to fucking suck.
I know.
But also when you finish, you're not going to have a more euphoric feeling than when you finish.
I'm like, I watched a video on TikTok because I follow a bunch of running coaches on TikTok now, which is like honestly helping so much. Like I told Kellen the other day, like I've been having this like issue with my foot, but like it didn't happen my last run, and I literally started tearing up because I was like, this is so amazing. But I follow some people on TikTok now, so like sometimes running shit gets in my algorithm, and this girl, she ran her first marathon in Miami like over the past weekend, but when she crossed the finish line, I started crying watching the TikTok because I was like, oh my God. And there was a moment in the race, which this is going to happen on my race too, where it's like the marathon and the half marathon split, and the half marathoners are finishing and you just keep going. Yeah. And it's like, she was like, the way that it went from being really crowded and there was people running with you when you're like pumped, to it being a ghost town because nobody signed up for the full marathon in comparison. So it's just like, you know, the fast people are already gone. Like they're way up in front. Yeah. And so she was like, it was really hard on my mental like motivation because like all these people that were around me and were helping me keep pace were just gone, and it was just me. Like it felt like. And then when she finished, I literally got emotional because I was like, oh my God. But the fucking training sucks. And everybody's like, oh, are you liking it? And it's like, I have to be honest, like, no. Yeah. I don't like it. I do like that it's forced me to go outside, because I think my seasonal depression, I need that. I need to be outdoors and to like see the sun. But like, no, I still don't love it. But I do like that it's making me move my body in a way that I'm not great at.
And it's uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And there's also something to be said about like trying to get comfortable and you're uncomfortable.
Totally.
Like, there's definitely something, it's a growth experience. Like there's so much to it. But yeah, wow, this whole episode it was up and down, people. And if you're still here, thank you.
Yeah, but honestly, like, there's been a lot of shit happening like behind the scenes in our lives recently, and so I think we just needed an episode to just to just chat it up.
Yeah, no real lesson.
Yeah.
But
A little lesson at the end. But you know
No.
what? That's what you come here for. You come here for the girl gab.
Yes.
For the chit chat. You don't I mean, some of you might come here for the life advice, but honestly, I would suggest like go talk to a therapist because we are not experts.
No, we can just tell you what we know.
Yeah.
And what we get therapy on.
Hey, it's like secondhand therapy.
Right, like we said, we're your sisters.
Yeah.
We're
we
not-
never said we were your therapist, bitch.
No, we said we were your sisters.
Yeah.
And sisters sometimes don't have the best advice.
Yeah.
Because I have one.
I wouldn't know.
I have
I
one.
give bad advice though to my brothers sometimes.
No.
So I guess that makes sense.
I have one.
Yeah.
And I love her to death. She is amazing.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but amazing. And it's just like the advice you give your sister. It comes from a good place.
It comes from a place of love, but it's
always not
accurate?
always accurate.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, do what you want to do in your life. Anyway, this is going to be over. So we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for always like loving us and supporting us. And we can't thank you guys enough. But anyway, with that, it's another episode of Society 97. My name is Kellen Redk. You can find me at Kellen Redk on Instagram.
My name's Emily Starnes. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Starnesy. And all you little girly pops who are finding me on TikTok now, it's about damn time. Like, I've been shouting this out for a year and a half
Okay,
now.
Lizzo, pop off over there.
Yeah, like, it's about damn time. Like, thank you for showing up and supporting me on my TikTok journey. But you can also follow the podcast on TikTok. We are at society97.pod on the talk, and we're also on Instagram at society97pod, no dot.
And you can find us on our YouTube channel, which is just Society 97. Turn on your post notifications and subscribe so you never miss the video version of the podcast or our weekly vlogs. And we love you. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.